Hi, I'm Charlie Archibald. Welcome to Concepts in Cooking Recipes for Life. You might have gotten here through a bridal site. If so, I want to give you my very best wishes. But however you got here, everybody's welcome. The percentage of women in the American workforce tripled in the last half of the 20th century. As a result, the restaurant industry exploded. Fast food was birthed. Microwave ovens, prepackaged food, and takeout were unknown to previous generations. Now, did these conveniences give you more time? Well, heck no. You probably have a job, maybe kids, or a job and kids. When I was a kid, we went down to the park and we played ball until it was time to go home for dinner. And my mom had all the time she needed to cook it. Today, you chaperone kids to karate, t-ball, soccer, swimming, acting, dancing, tuba lessons. Whoa, why do you have time to keep up? Doesn't leave a lot of time to cook. For 15 years, I traveled across the country and performed cooking shows at state fairs, home and garden expos, and occasionally on TV. In talking to young people, I realized that while their palates may be more sophisticated than their parents, they haven't learned the basics of cooking like Grandma. See, Grandma didn't stand over a copy of Gourmet Magazine or Bon Appetit. She didn't have the Food Channel. She didn't measure. She used a handful of this, a pinch of that, and it always turned out just right. It's called unconscious competence. She understood the basics, and she could create or improvise based on what she had available. So if your palate is more sophisticated and diverse, you have little time to cook, and right now you may want to cut back on the expense of restaurants and takeout. Sounds like a problem. A system of quick, easy, delicious cooking could solve your dilemma. Now, I first got serious about cooking in the early 1970s. I met frustration attempting a dish from a cookbook by a famous chef who's been portrayed by both Hollywood's greatest actress and one of the Blues Brothers. That coq au vin, or should I say coq au vin, took me forever to prepare. I realized I could take some shortcuts without sacrificing quality such that maybe one person in 100 would know the difference. So as I cooked, I'd ask myself the proverbial question, is Craig Claiborne coming for dinner? Mr. Claiborne, the longtime New York Times food critic, never showed. So that motivated me to find a better way to cook. In this course, we're going to show you how to cook by system rather than by recipe. Mind you, we still read recipes all the time, but when you understand flavor profiles and some basic techniques, you will grasp the concept of a recipe and then prepare them to your own liking. For instance, there are 4 basic elements in a dessert. There's a bakery element, a custard or a cream element, a fruit or nut element, and a candy or sugar element. Sometimes you see just 1 or 2 of them used, but a lot of times you see all 3 and even all 4. If you learn how to do a few things with each one of the elements, you can put them together in thousands of combinations. A lot easier than learning 1,000 dessert recipes. We'll do the same thing with soups, sauces, salads, vegetables, sauté dishes, stir-fry, braising, pan-broiling, roasting, using herbs and spices, and garnishing. I hope you join me. We're going to have some fun along the way. Now, just to demonstrate what I'm talking about, this is a cream soup base I have easily prepared with a few ingredients. It doesn't really differ much from a cream sauce other than thickness, intensity, and use. From your cream or white sauce, you have your bechamel, velouté, supreme sauce, and mornay, which is a cheese sauce. You have pink sauce, which is a combination between white sauce and red sauce. Get the idea? You can make a lot of different sauces just by learning concepts. Here I've cooked some broccoli without water in a waterless saucepan that maintains all possible flavor and nutrients. Here's some tomatoes I've stewed. I don't like the taste of stewed tomatoes by themselves, but I love them as an ingredient. Here's some diced chicken, diced carrots, celery, onions, and chicken base. Here goes the broccoli in the blender with the cream base. Watch this. One that I put on the lid. Give it a couple turns. Blend the tomatoes with the soup base with the boat motor. Simply add the chicken soup ingredients to the pan. Put a chicken base here. Lay that in. Our mirepoix. There are celery, carrots, and onions. And finally, here goes our diced chicken. Voila! We have 3 delicious soups, prepared quickly and easily. Any kind of New England chowder or a bisque, it's all the same techniques. Now, isn't this a lot easier than learning hundreds of recipes? That's what this course is about. Now, if you're in the habit of braising veal bones for 18 hours, then simmering down 20 gallons of stock until you have a shot glass or demi-glace, this course is not for you. For those of you that got here from a bridal site, let me offer you what I learned from my wonderful parents who were married for 56 years. Number one, don't let the sun go down on your anger. If you have an argument, which you will, resolve it before you go to sleep. Number two, have at least one good laugh together each and every day. And number three, which helped my wife for 36 years and me the most, was when we both finally realized you can't change the other person, but if you change yourself, they will change more than you ever could imagine. I'm Charlie Archibald, and this is Concepts in Cooking, Recipes for Life. God bless you.